Hello, this is Dale Bird, and I'm in downtown Troy, Pennsylvania. I've just driven in. I'm going to investigate at my local Tops supermarket to see if there are foods here that are produced in Spain, Portugal, or Italy. And with the permission of the manager, I'm going to take some videos of those foods that are either from those countries or at least find their inspiration there. I'm in downtown Troy at the Tops supermarket with the permission of the store manager, and I'm going to enter and find out if there are some foods here that are from Spain, Portugal, or Italy, or at least find their inspiration in those food cultures. Though I am sure their origin, pomegranates are a fruit enjoyed in Spain and Sicily. An important product of Italy, Spain, and Portugal is grapes. And from those grapes they make wine, and from that wine they make balsamic vinegar. And I found a wonderful product of Italy sold right here in our local supermarket. Also, there are some white wines and sherry. This one here is a beautiful example, which is a product of Spain. Another important product of Spain is olives, and this particular brand here is made right in Spain and distributed to the United States. Important in cooking in Spain, Portugal, and Italy, of course, is to make sure the food is properly seasoned, and here we have Spanish capers. It says imported from Spain. Also, there are Spanish olives imported there, of course, from Spain. Many different sorts of olives, and from Greece there are some peperoncini peppers. Here in the little supermarket I found a variety of olives, and olives that contain special seasonings for special dishes and all kinds of flavorings to ensure that food is flavored and seasoned in the way that would be culturally normative of the cooking in Spain, Italy, and Portugal. Here in the supermarket I found a number of varieties of olives, some plain, some specially flavored for certain dishes so that those dishes could represent or resemble the dishes that those in this country might find their heritage in Italy, Spain, or Portugal, or the surrounding regions. An important core food in Italian cuisine in particular is pasta. Now, I found that much of this pasta is actually produced here in the United States by an Italian company. There are, however, some that are particularly imported, and this one here, which is a tortellini, is actually a product of Italy. Though I found that most of the tomato-based sauces here in the supermarket are actually produced in the United States, it's interesting to note that many of the names have an Italian flair because they are, of course, important in Italian cuisine. From the cheese-based sauces, the tomato-based sauces of every sort and every flavor. Important in Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese culture is olive oil. And here you see many different types of olive oil, many of which find their origins right in either Spain or... Regarding olive oil, one of the store employees found a special tip. Go ahead, Sharon.
Yes, I had a customer tell me when you're checking out olive oil, the ones that come from... It's not that one. Oh, here we go. Like this one originated from Italy, Spain, Greece, and Tuscany. And so that would be a good one because it came from
those areas.
Yeah, more, yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
These sausages originate here in the United States, but as you can tell by the names, they are inspired by Italian flavors, and you'll see mild and hot Italian sausages. The Italians and the Spanish love their sausages of all different flavors. Besides sausages, all sorts of different kinds of meats are popular, spiced and differently. Pepperoni, this pepperoni here is, again, produced in the United States, but it certainly has its origins in Italian and Spanish flavors. Cheese is another aspect that's important in Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese culture, their food. Most of these cheeses here are produced in the United States just because it would not be, most of them would not make the trip well, and it's simply not cost effective to bring them in from across the ocean, but they certainly are inspired by the cultures of Spain, Portugal, and Italy. It seems to be all the rage these days, Greek yogurt. Here again, most of this yogurt is produced in the United States for cost effectiveness. However, it does find its roots in Greek culture near Italy. Important in cuisine in Italy, Spain, and Portugal, particularly Spain, are beans. Now, here again, most of these beans I found are grown and packed in the northern hemisphere. However, there are a number of them that find their roots, as it were, in often Spanish culture. Red beans and sometimes kidney beans. Also, some of the white beans, cannellini beans, fagoli or fagoli beans. I'm not even sure what those are. And also some of the other beans, like garbanzo beans and others, are important in Spanish culture and food. Spices play a very important role in the cuisines of any nationality or culture. In Spain, Portugal, and Italy, many different spices are used. Most of these are produced here in the United States for economic reasons, but Italian seasoning is important. Also, the spices of bay leaves and chives, and also spices like oregano and others are important in cultures of Spain and Italy in particular. Here in the frozen section you see a number of varieties of stuffed pastas, and these are important in cuisine in Italy. Also, Spain uses them, sometimes different varieties, but they're stuffed with cheese and meats and vegetables, and often are mixed in a sauce or eaten plain.
Che bella cosa, una giornata sola, un'aria serena, una tempesta, all'aria fresca, pareggia la festa. Che bella cosa, una giornata sola, ma tu solo, più bello ed è, sole mia, stan pronta a te.